straight game. The Sacramento Kings were taking on a short-handed team, but this was just not any team. It was the defending NBA champion, the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Kings led for much of this game, but they faltered down the stretch, making only 6 of 18 of their field goals down the stretch, and the Oklahoma City Thunder used a 17-4 run to secure their 5th straight victory to begin this young season, and the Kings fall to 1-3 on the front end of a back-to-back. Let's talk about this one right now on our Kings-related podcast. Let's go. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of our Kings-related podcast. Wherever you may be watching this on YouTube, please hit that thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and leave a comment down below. We are also available on all audio platforms, so please do us a favor, hit that follow button, rate 5 stars. That will be much appreciated as well. And the Sacramento Kings begin a road trip, 4-game road trip, and it started tonight against the defending NBA champion Oklahoma City Thunder. Great effort, similar outcome. The Kings led the Thunder for nearly the entire game, 44 to 45 minutes. But against the champions, you have to play a full 48 minutes. Oklahoma City, they found a way to make plays down the stretch to outlast the Sacramento Kings for this 107-101 victory. Oklahoma City, to close this game, they went on a 17-4 run. Like, they made the plays, they got the rebound, they made the defensive stops when they needed to. Sacramento couldn't grab a rebound down the stretch. That really hurt them. Some of the shots late in the game were questionable, but still a solid effort by the Sacramento Kings in this game. And without a natural answer to replace Keegan Murray, Doug Christie rolled out his 4th different starting lineup in the first 4 games, and Russell Westbrook was the starter against his former team, and he did not disappoint in this game. 16 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists for Westbrook, which was a bold move for head coach Doug Christie in this game. It was a strong finish for Zach LaVine in this basketball game. After a weird start, Zach did not attempt his second field goal attempt until there was 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And the Kings' leading scorer in this game tonight recovered to score 23 points, but it wasn't his normal output that we've seen in the first 3 games against Phoenix, Utah, and Los Angeles. So next, Domantas Sabonis. Not a great night for Sabonis against his former team in the Thunder, and he is struggling. And the struggle is real, folks. Sabonis is trying to find his rhythm early in this season after coming out of the preseason with a hamstring injury, missing that first game in Phoenix, and he couldn't hit a shot around the basket, and he was 5 of 15 from the field. He still managed to score 10 points to go with 18 rebounds, 3 assists, and the one down part was Sabonis in this basketball game. 5 turnovers for the big man. Not great. DeMar DeRozan, the ageless veteran. What's the old saying? Slow and steady wins the race. And this was for DeRozan tonight because slow and steady DeRozan continues to just play his game at his pace. And that will eventually lead to him going to Springfield in the Basketball Hall of Fame. And the 17-year veteran finished this basketball game with 19 points, 7 14 from the field shooting. He also added 3 assists in this game. And a nice wrinkle that Doug Christie threw in a little chaos. And with the Kings playing a zone defense for much of the night, Oklahoma City in that first half, that zone was really giving them its 2 of 11 from long range was Oklahoma City in that first half. And Keon Ellis looked like a free safety tonight on that basketball court. He jumped the passing lanes and he played tight defense on the finals MVP and the league MVP. SGA and Keon Ellis finished this game with 12 points, 2 steals, and a block. And surprise, surprise, we saw a Devin Carter sighting in this game. And last year's lottery pick for the Sacramento Kings, who has struggled to find any minutes here with so many veterans ahead of him and the long jam at that guard position. He got some early burn in this game and maybe on a longer leash or look going forward, especially when the Kings have a game tomorrow night on the second night of a back-to-back against the Chicago Bulls. In this game, the Sacramento Kings, again, as I mentioned earlier, they were in control for this game for 44, 45 minutes, but they let it slip away late in that fourth quarter. Again, 17-4 run to close this game by the Oklahoma City Thunder. They led at, after the first quarter, 29-24, and then going into halftime, Sacramento Kings, they led the Oklahoma City Thunder 62-58 at halftime. Levine, Westbrook, and DeRozan each had 11 points at the half. Sabonis more involved at the half with 6 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. Keon Ellis at the half, 9 points off the bench for the Sacramento Kings. And the Kings, they were doing a really good job at team rebounding. Every player who entered the game had at least one, with Sabonis leading the way. But the Thunder, they closed that rebounding total gap to close out the first half of this basketball game. And as the lead for the Kings shrunk overall in this game, the rebounding totals, the Kings only won by 2. They were +2 in the rebounding total, 46-44 in this game. The Thunder, they outshot the Kings 45% to 42%. Even though the Kings did shoot better beyond the arc in this game, 34% to the Thunder's 31%. The thing about this game is you gotta play your best for all 4 quarters, all 48 minutes. In the first half of the Sacramento Kings, they were perfect from the free throw line. You had only 7 personal fouls after that foul fest on Sunday against Los Angeles. Three of your veterans were tied with 11 points, and the turnovers were pretty much even to the Oklahoma City Thunder in that first half. It was a really solid first half for the Sacramento Kings in this game. Kings come up short against the defending NBA champions And going into that fourth quarter, the Kings had a 3-point lead at 83-80. Levine and DeRozan each had 16 points going into that fourth quarter. 13 points for Westbrook, 12 for Keon Ellis off the bench, and Sabonis going into that fourth, 8 points and 15 rebounds for Domantas Sabonis going into that fourth quarter. And if you want to look at this game as a whole, like again, the Kings, the only 2 quarters they lost were that third quarter and that fourth quarter. They didn't even score 20 points in that fourth quarter. And if you want to look at the box score, one guy, even though Malik Monk had an off night, I thought the Oklahoma City Thunder were doing a really good job containing Malik in this game. But also Malik found other ways to contribute. He had 4 assists in this game. Malik Monk, he was a +4 in this game. Zach LaVine, even though he finished with 23 points, he was a -15 on the game. Russell Westbrook, -16 in this game. Sabonis a -15. And Dennis Schroeder, not a great game. I thought a lot of his shots he was just chucking up shots. A -10 in this game. 8 points, 5 rebounds in his 31 minutes of action. And you want to look, Kings finished this game with 17 turnovers, and the Oklahoma City 15 turnovers. I thought the Kings did a really good job on SGA in this game, but you can only keep a superstar down for so long, and SGA came alive in that fourth quarter. 31 points, 9 rebounds in this game. Again, only 2 free throw attempts for SGA in this game. He had 2 yesterday in that win against the Dallas Mavericks. In Dallas, Jason Wallace, Aaron Wiggins, Lou Dort, AJ Mitchell was huge off the bench for the Oklahoma City. Really good young player in AJ Mitchell. Caruso first came back after being in concussion protocol. Jalen Williams, solid minutes for him off the bench. In his 17 minutes, just a really to beat the defending champions. You have got to play a full 48 minutes. Anytime the Kings had a lead in this game, you would see the Oklahoma City Thunder make a run. And the Kings would get a lead, the Thunder would get a run. Kings get a lead, the Thunder, you just can't have it. You gotta get stops. Now the Kings, they get on a plane, they go to Chicago tomorrow on the second night of back-to-back to face a Bulls team who has started this young season undefeated. So not going to be easy. They're playing really well right now. The Chicago Bulls are. So we'll see if the Kings can get a win on the back end of this back-to-back before you have 2 days off. You play the Milwaukee Bucks this weekend. But some of the other scores around the NBA, the Miami Heat, they get a big home win over the Charlotte Hornets. You got the Philadelphia 76ers on the road against the Washington Wizards in overtime. The Milwaukee Bucks at home. And Giannis is playing out of his freaking mind to start this season. The Bucks are 3-1 as they beat the Knicks. That's the back row losses for the New York Knicks. And then coming up, tip off at 8 o'clock here in the Bay. You got the Clippers in the Bay taking on the Golden State Warriors, who will be on the second night of a back-to-back. Here, our final score, Kings, solid effort. They fall to the defending champions, 127 to 107 to 101. Solid effort. They played 44, 45 minutes of really good basketball, but let it slip away late in this game. So my question is, if you're watching this on YouTube or Spotify, who is your player of the game tonight? Are you going Zach LaVine? You going DeRozan? You going SGA for the Oklahoma City Thunder? Let me know in the comments down below. And that will do it for this episode of our Kings related podcast. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, leave a comment down below. We are available on all audio platforms, so please give us a follow, rate 5 stars, and we'll catch you tomorrow night for another post-game recap following the Kings and the Chicago Bulls. The Kings fall in Oklahoma City and are now 1-3 on this young season. Take care, and as always, go Kings.